So, in today's video, I want to talk about how to actually get out of debt. So, if you're in a lot of debt and you're struggling to get out of debt, this video is for you because a lot of people want to be debt free, but they just don't know where to start. And sometimes the reason a lot of people stay stuck is not because they're lazy or because they actually don't care. It's because they're actually overwhelmed and they feel ashamed and they are trying to fix everything all at once. So what's end up happening is because of all of this feeling, they want to get out of debt, but they still living the same lifestyle that has created the debt. So if this is you, I want this video to help you simplify the process and show you what to focus on first. So the first thing I believe you need to do that is helping me as well in my journey is to become a minimalist. So live a more minimalist life. Stop collecting things, stop ordering things, stop buying things just because it looks good, and actually be okay to live with less. Now, when I say minimalist, I don't mean you need to get rid of everything you own and live this empty life. I simply mean you need to become very intentional with where you are spending your money and why you are spending your money on that thing. You need to stop holding on to things that are no longer serving you. You need to stop spending money on things that are not aligned with your goals. If you have clothes you are no longer wearing, if you have furniture you don't use anymore, old electronics and gadgets or random things around the house that are just taking up space, I want to challenge you to sell them. Turn that clutter into cash. I sold my Cricut machine and my iron press machine and a lot of other things that I love, but I actually just don't use. I just enjoy having it around. Or I already have two of, the machines. I had two of those Cricut sticker machines. And when that money comes in after you sell that thing, I want you to not use that money for shopping, but actually to put that money into debt. Minimalist living also means learning to be content. It means being honest about what you actually need and cutting back on things that you don't need and things that are actually draining your finances. Now, the second thing I want you to focus on is to choose one debt payoff method and stick to it. When it comes to people getting stuck because they are trying to attack their debt, it's all because they are trying to attack all the debt. And obviously, I coach quite a lot of clients. And what I see a lot of clients are trying to do is tackle all the debts at once. And, that is not a real good strategy because you struggle to see progress, trying to get rid of everything at once and nothing feels like it's moving. So I want you to focus on one and then you'll build momentum from there. When it comes to paying off debt, there is two main debt payoff methods that I know you've heard of, but if you haven't, then I'm going to explain them briefly to you. We've got the snowball method and the avalanche method. The snowball method is where you pay off your smallest debt first. So you list out all your debts, you list out how much you owe on those debts, and then the one with the smallest balance is the one that you're going to tackle first. While you're paying minimum payments on all the other debts, with the one that has the smallest balance, you are then paying off whatever extra, whatever money you make from selling the stuff that we spoke about on being a minimalist person. And this method is also powerful because it helps you see progress quickly, and sometimes those quick wins are exactly what you need to stay motivated. So if you feel like someone who needs that, that gratification and that motivation, then the snowball method would be perfect for you. There's no wrong method. As long as you are paying off the debt, then do what you feel is right for you. The second method is the avalanche method. In this method, you focus on the debt with the highest interest rate first. So again, you list out your debt, you list out how much you owe, you put the interest rate, and then the one with the highest interest rate is the one that you attack. So you're paying minimum payments on all the other debts, and the one with the highest interest is what you are paying extra payments. This method helps you save money over time because you're attacking the most expensive debt first. Both methods do work. There's no right or wrong way as long as you are, choosing the perfect perfect method that will work for you, and choosing to stay focused on that debt that you're attacking at that time, and then just being committed in the journey. Another thing I want you to focus on to attack debt and get out as quick as possible is to build an emergency fund. A lot of people want to throw every single cent at their debt, and I understand that it does make sense. But the problem is life still happens even in your debt payoff journey. A car breaks down, you get a medical bill, something happens at home, and if you don't have an emergency savings fund, you'll go straight back into that credit card, or you'll get another loan or borrow from someone else. That is why even a small emergency fund matters. It protects your progress. And I know I always say, make sure you have 1 month of income saved in an emergency fund. While that is very much something I do recommend, but if you only have 5,000 Rand, 10,000 Rand, for example, is still going to protect you. It gives you some breathing room. It helps you stop depending on debt for unexpected expenses. The fourth focus I want you to start introducing in your life while in this journey to pay off debt is to learn to live below your means. I want you to be very honest with yourself over here. If you're serious about getting out of debt, then this may be the season where you live differently from how you used to live. Chances are the lifestyle that you are currently living is the reason why you are in this debt situation anyways. So what I want you to do is literally become a minimalist and change literally how you live and learn to live below your means. You may need to say no to some things, no to some people. You may need to cut back on some spending. You may need to stop eating out all the time. You may need to stop trying to look financially okay when you are actually under so much pressure. There's a saying that I love. I even ironed it on my t-shirt when I had that iron press. It says, don't go broke trying to look rich. Live like someone who has a mission, because you do. Debt freedom requires sacrifices. It requires discipline. It requires the willingness to be uncomfortable just for a short while you're building long-term peace. The fifth focus while you're in this journey is to increase your income if you can. If you can, do your best to increase your income. Obviously, I teach a lot about this in my Financial Literacy Academy community, which you can join and be part of and learn as much as you can and change 2026 so that you can start making extra money from other streams of income that you didn't even know that they existed. Debt payoff becomes much faster when you combine cutting back with bringing more income. This could look like selling what you own, which is what we spoke about with the minimalist approach, starting a side hustle, freelancing, offering a service, one-on-one coaching, those kind of things, or using any extra money like a bonus, stokvel, gifts, or anything that you are receiving as an incentive, maybe at work, and put it into your debt. And the last focus, which is the sixth focus for this video, is I want you to track your progress and stay consistent. Getting out of debt is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about making one better decision after another. Small progress is still progress. So small progress also counts. Every payment matters. I'm sure you've seen my debt episodes, and I'll have them somewhere up here. If you're in debt, watch these videos. I'm sharing my numbers, and you'll see sometimes all I can pay is 50 Rand, and I literally pay it. Every sacrifice matters. Every month, you need to stay committed. You need to decide. You need to make a decision and identify yourself as someone who is debt-free. And how you do that is by being focused on what matters to you, and know that you are moving closer to your freedom. And if you feel overwhelmed right now, I want to encourage you that you do not have to do all of this today. You do not have to do all of this alone. Just start with being honest with yourself. Start with a plan. Start with one debt. Start with one change. You can also book a one-on-one session with me. I'll have it linked below. It's currently on sale, and we go through the whole thing. I'll create the spreadsheet for you, and I'll give you a game plan of what to do, and also send you like a meeting summary, something to remind you on what we spoke about. So it's 60 minutes of deep dive. Before I meet you, you send me your budget, and I kind of study your budget as if it's mine, and I create a game plan for you. Your debt does not have to be your forever story. You can still get out of debt. And I am in the same journey as you. I share my journey openly. I make it comfortable for you to look at your numbers as well. So getting out of debt is not just about paying money. It's about actually also changing your lifestyle, changing your habits, changing the way you think about money. Because if you keep living the same way, you'll keep getting the same results. So I really hope you found this video helpful and you feel motivated and pumped and encouraged to attack your debt. And like I said, if you feel like I am very much pumped, but I do need a one-on-one, and I need you to structure my budget for me in a way that's going to help me pay off this debt by the end of this year, or pay off a specific debt by the end of this year, or just give you a game plan or shed light on what's the problem with my budget and my income and my expenses. Then you can book a one-on-one. I'll have it all below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.